It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. He's locked in early. Two nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Riggins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't going to take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result, a touchdown for Washington. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
McNabb's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Now McNabb. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try again with McCoy. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete.
And he's going to have the Commanders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Second and 10.
Make the play here. Just be patient. Just take it to him.
They'll look to throw again. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
On second down now, Riggins.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
McNabb's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
To throw on second, McNabb. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, McNabb. This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's McNabb.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. McNabb. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Washington offense going back to work. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A beautiful fake. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to their 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught, They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now it's McNabb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Warren. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Wide open receiver complete. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
The first and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. He'll look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Up the middle, here's McCoy. Accelerating, and off he goes.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now McNabb. He finds his man, complete. It's Owens. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's McNabb. Incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
McNabb to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw.
Complete to Taylor on the slant. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go, man.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice gain.
Oh, let's turn it up. You ready to rock? They got to walk that walk, baby. That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're first into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay,
the highlights
Coach,
are
thanks
fairly
as always
one-sided
to
to
you
this
and the
point.
gang in
It's a
Orlando as
2-touchdown
we
difference
welcome
here at
everyone
the break,
back in for
but I
quarter
wouldn't call this
number
one
3.
over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. They'll set up a throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They go play action. It's McNabb. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw, McNabb. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there.
He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
2nd down, McNabb. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now an inside give to McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Riggins. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Third and 5.
They'll set up to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
On play action, they'll throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Riggins.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go. Riggins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll motion McLaurin left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This now a 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times, converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, McNabb. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Finding space at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Out of the gun, McNabb. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
Give them 18 on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's McNabb. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 5.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's McNabb. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Washington offense set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Cougar 19!
Now a first down throw, McNabb.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's McNabb. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
McNabb.
That is caught, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now McNabb. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A play fake. Now McNabb.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw on second, McNabb. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Owens.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. 10th carry now for McCoy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained. So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Short throw to Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
McNabb to throw. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's McCoy. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's McNabb. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And room there to work it inside the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Hey, take a shot now. Let's go, man. Play it to the whistle. Do your thing, Dick.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Riggins. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now the Eagles down by 10. 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Ready?
To throw, McNabb. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches?